Okay, let's see now a situation at work with the boss on the computer, on this little desk, controlling everything. Let's see the workers on this big table working, okay? Even though they are they are male, another ones are female, no problem. And it starts argument between the boss on the computer and these two people over here, this one and this one. And the boss asks questions to this guy over here, who answer the questions and give some words that the boss would find very suspicious words of what is going on with these two workers, this one and this one. Let's see, something can be true with it, something that does not matter, and the rest is all, like the Americans say, bullshit. Invented things just to, I would say, kiss ass. I understand that you understand what I mean. And the rest is just for putting the work of these two in line. And I'm showing you a real scene, okay? Let's now try to see what is really going on here. Not just the physical aspect, but the aspect of with the entities, okay? 1, 2, okay. Let's now see what it's really going on. Oh, behind the boss, at the desk, we have an entity. Okay, it's an entity from the dark side, and is troubling his thoughts. Is reading his mind and giving him new ideas. Of course, not good ideas, bad ideas to have to make problem with the employees. Oh, that one that the boss asked him things, this one here, also controlled by an entity from the dark side. Also. So the boss there on the desk asked this one, and he tells the boss what the entity wants him to, just to get a conflict and make trouble from these two guys over here, this one and this one. And okay, what they have on the back? Are you seeing these things? Two entities from the dark side behind them, and what is this? Okay, this is a system that is used by the dark side to suck the energy out of the people. When people are in big stress or furious or in deep pain, the perispirit of the person allows the person to transform more light energy into quantum. Quantum is the energy they need the perispirit to work on the physical part. So, by getting these two in trouble, the entities from the dark side achieve levels of processing the light of these two much higher, because they are in pain, they are suffering emotionally, they are distressed, they are angry, they are revolted with injustice and all. They will produce much more, transform much more light into energy, into quantum. And the dark side sees that as an opportunity to suck the energy out of the people. And I'm telling you this why. Because what is the real agenda of the dark side? They want just to do bad. Why? They want to do bad because they have an agenda themselves. And the agenda is sucking the energy they don't have. Because as entities of the dark side, they cannot transform or transmutate the white energy that every people can transform to their own energy, which means quantum. As they turn their back to God, they don't receive this energy. They transmute very little light. So they need the energy. If they don't get the energy, the quantum, they will start to shift, they will start to shake, they will start to have awful pains, and they cannot live anymore, even on the dark side, on big suffering, with big suffering. So they will choose to vampirize mankind to take this energy out. As you can see here by these two. They get a problem at work with the boss and with the colleagues, this one right over here and the boss over there, just to make them fear of losing the job, enrage, revolt, etc., to produce more quantum, to transform more light in quantum. And the dark energy, the dark entities, they will suck it out with this instrument called Vimanas. Vimanas are these tubes with a very narrow point that would be inside the perispirit of the person, and with the points have little, very, very, very narrow enterings, like called jigglers on the point of the Vimanas, that enter the perispirit of the person. Then you have the pump here, this thing here, the pump, and you have the reservoir, the tank. Is this dark thing over here. So they put 15 or 20 Vimanas in the person, they start pumping, and they get the quantum out of the person. Of course, if the person is not angry, is not distressed, is not in pain, they cannot take almost nothing of quantum. So they have to get some kind of trouble, put the people on trouble, just to get the more transformation of light, to have quantum to suck of the people. I will show now how this thing can also process in not at work but at home. 1, 2. Okay, so now we have a situation with family at home. We have a mother, we have the father, we have the baby, we have a couch, you have a fireplace. Okay, this house and this family are a family with not very much needs. They are not with few money, they have a normal good life, they can not complete luxury, but they live well without many problems. Okay, but what we have here, the father starts discussion with the mother, and shouting, and the little child crying. His father says one or two things that he does not like. The mother responds and said other things. In a while they start a very dark argument, and the child is crying. All this situation will develop for 2 hours. So both people and the baby stress very much. Both people are angry. Most people are revolted, etc., etc. What is really going on here? Okay, let's see what it is really, not just with the eyes of physical world, but the eyes of the physical world and the spiritual world. Let's see what it is really going on. Okay? 1, 2. So, what have you here? You have here one entity controlling the baby and give the baby a hard time just for making him cry. The child to feel a little bad just for crying. You have one entity putting things in the head of the mother in a way that she would discuss with the father things that have no meaning, and she will believe anything that she is thinking. She is being controlled by this entity. We have the father, also controlled by another entity, his mind. Just for getting argument, to getting a crisis in the family, to be argument and discussion, a very hard discussion. And behind the father, you have another entity controlling the Vimanas. The Vimanas are an object, and in the case of the mother, the same situation. As I explained before, the Vimanas, let me show you a little bit what it is. I will take out of the place, and we will see what is the Vimanas like. Okay. It's something they put on the back of the person, instrument of the spiritual world, that have this kind of narrow tubes inside the perispirit, are collected down here, and then you have the bag that is a reservoir, a deposit, a tank for the energy that is called the energy they suck from the people that are called quantum. And you have here the pump. So you have the whole system here: the pump, the collector down here, the pump, and the reservoir, the tank. For doing what? For sucking the energy called quantum of the person. Quantum is the number one drug of the universe. They are very needed for the entities of the dark side, because they cannot transform the light energy into quantum. And the quantum gives an impression of very, very powerful drug. Is the most powerful drug in the universe. So all the agenda of the dark side, all the big problems, all the big crises, all they are present. They go to a family. If they can put the father against mother, the mother against father, the son crying, etc., etc., and they can get energy. I am sure they will go back to try again on another day to collect some more energy. If the father and mother does not argue, does not discuss, and does not go in the ideas they put on their heads, they don't get nothing. If they don't get nothing, they don't get energy. If they don't get the energy, they go away and they never come back. So I hope to be explicit that people can understand the real agenda of the dark side. This is the real agenda. They interact with the people, with the mind of the people, with the body of the people, with the child, with everyone, at work, at home, anywhere, anytime. And if we discover that you have a woman that is emotionally disturbed or emotionally weak, they have a strong point to give arguments, to give problems at home, to get sucked the energy. Not just her, but her and the person with which she will argue. Okay? Okay, I hope you did enjoy the video. I'm Luís da Toguiori, I'm a psychic, and it is my duty as a fellow citizen to say and to show you people around the world what is really going on. I've been working on a spiritist center during 18 years of my life, that I was I don't know how to say this in English, but I was deeply sucked of energy and deeply mistaken by the system of the Spiritism. So watch my other videos. I hope you enjoy this one. Remember, I'm Luís da Toguiori, and I'm at your disposal to any explanation about these matters. Thank you for watching.